Hello dear students, today I have come with a very interesting topic that is called chemical bonding, and as you already know what is the chemical bonding is, it is actually the electrostatic force between the two atoms. And chemical bonding is of many terms, but today I am going to explain you what is actually the ionic bonding. Actually, ionic bonding is the transfer of electron from one atom to another. So you can say it's written here, it's ionic. In ionic bonding, atoms transfer electrons to each other. Ionic bonds require at least one electron donor and one electron acceptor. Now, for example, the element which is actually going to donate the electron would be known as donor, and the other one who is going to accept the electron would be known as acceptor. So in ionic bonding, one has to be the donor and the other has to be the acceptor. I have written some of the examples here. It's sodium chloride, magnesium chloride and calcium chloride. In sodium chloride, sodium is the donor and chloride is the acceptor. In magnesium chloride, again magnesium is the donor and chloride is the acceptor. And in calcium chloride also, calcium is going to be the donor and chloride is going to be the acceptor. So mostly metals are the electron donors, like sodium, magnesium, calcium. These three are actually the metals. So these are actually the electron donors. Now here there is a chart in which you can see there is written, I'm going to give you the example of sodium chloride. That is why in the chart also you can see the first one is sodium. Sodium has 11 protons, it has 11 electrons, and the number of gained or lost electrons in the ionic bonding. So sodium is going to lose 1 electrons, that is why it's written 1 lost electron. After losing 1 electron, sodium is going to get the positive charge. If you want me to have a detailed video on this, why after losing the electron sodium is going to get the positive charge, please write in the comments so that I may give you the detailed video on this, that how this is going to happen. After losing electrons, metals usually get the positive charge, or the atoms which are actually losing the electrons are going to be positively charged. Then they form sodium ion. In the chart you can see, after losing the electron, sodium got the positive charge, so it has become sodium ion now. So ions are actually the charged species, right? Second one is chlorine. Chlorine, the atomic number of chlorine is 17, of course, so definitely it is going to have 17 protons, 17 electrons, and it is going to gain 1 electron. So as it is going to gain 1 electron, it would get negative charge. Again I'm saying, if you want the video on this, I'm going to give a detailed video on this. Please write it in the comment. Then after gaining the electrons, chlorine is going to be negatively charged and it would also become chloride ion, right? In this I've written here the electronic configuration. See students, the atomic number of chlorine is 17. So the electronic configuration of chlorine is 287. 7 I have highlighted here. The reason is just to people explain that 7 is actually the number of electrons in the valence shell. And as I already explained you in my previous video, that each atom should have at least 8 or 2 electrons in their valence shell. If they do not possess 8 or 2 electrons, it means they are not stable. So now chlorine is having 7 electrons in its valence shell. It means it needs 1 electron to complete its octet. And the electronic configuration of sodium is 281. As you know, the atomic number of sodium is 11, so its configuration will be 281. If you want me to make the video on electronic configuration also, please mention in the comments so that I may give you a video on this as well. Now I have highlighted here 1 also, just to explain you all that 1 is the number of electron in the valence shell of sodium. Now if chlorine is going to get 1 electron, the octet would be completed. In the same way, if sodium is going to lose this 1 electron, its octet will also be completed, because the remaining electron in the previous shell is 8. So after losing 1, 8 is going to remain in the last valence shell, so that is why sodium will also get stability after losing this one electron. Now chlorine needs one electron to complete its octet, whereas sodium can get octet after losing electron. I've written here also, you can see it. Now let's see, as we know that ionic bond is the transfer of electron from one atom to another. So the chlorine will gain one electron and sodium will lose one electron, and sodium chloride will form, and the electronic configuration will be, for chlorine now it will be 2 8 8, because before it was 7, now it has become 8. Why? Because it has gained one electron from sodium. And sodium is also going, after losing one electron, it is also completed. Now you can see the last valence shell is having 8 electrons. It means by chemical bonding or by the ionic bonding, sodium and chloride will form a bond, and they will become stable after completing their octet. Then that is why they are together, and that is why the bond is going to be formed between the sodium and chlorine. So this was the entire video on the ionic bonding. If you want me to make some more videos, please mention in the comment. I will come again with one of the most interesting video. Till that, take very good care of yourself, and thank you so much for your support and your time. Thank you.